Hi, it's me again. This is Corel Draw's tips and tricks, and this is really more for a laser engraver, and especially if you have a rotary attachment, and it really helps to have a red dot pointer. I don't know that all lasers do, but I do, and I use it frequently. Just a while ago, I engraved on this bottle stopper this logo, and I put it on both sides of the bottle stopper equally. So the way to do that, and this will work for a wine glass, this will work for any object that you're going to use in the rotary attachment. My area to write on, the surface area, it was 4.625 around, and I had 1.5 inches tall. So I had 1.5 inches from here to here. I really had 2, but it'd take away from this curve. And I had 4 and almost 3/4, but if you get it exactly, and it worked for me just this morning the first time. So I'm going to draw out a hairline of my writing surface. So this is, and then you're going to engrave it center and put your red dot pointer center right there. I'd go ahead and pre-focus it with manual focus. And then you want 2 logos, or you could do this with 3 or 4 or whatever you want to do, but 3 logos, and you want them equal. You can see here that these, well, you can't see it, but both, there's like 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch equally between those 2 letters on both sides. And this again will work for a wine glass or a anodized aluminum bottle. So I've got my surface that I can write on. I've got my logo, and I've got my logo about the correct size I want. But you need to find your 2 dividing points. I'm going to move this out of the way. I've got it selected. I'm going to hit P on the keyboard. Then I'm going to go up and get an indexing line, and I'm going to hit P on the keyboard. Let's zoom in here a little bit. A little bit too much. All right, then I'm going to take my 2-point line, and I'm going to go, and you'll see when you get to that corner, it'll tell you it's an edge or a node. And then I'm going to go down here till I get a midpoint. I'm going to draw another line this way to the node, and you can see where it changes from node. So you've got to be on that node to be precisely. Then draw another line. So now you've got half of this box and half of this box equal distance apart. Then you would do is take your logo, put it in the center. I always go for detail and magnify it, and then I've got my nudge factor set on 0.001. So zoom in here and just move it over minutely. And that logo's done. Hit Control D to make a duplicate. Move it down and do the same thing for that logo. Now, what you would want to do before you engrave this, you would want to take your straight point line and make you a line right there. Turn that line away from a hairline and make it black, and make it 1 point, and then make a duplicate of that. And then I'm going to change my nudge factor to 0.25 because I want that line on the same reference point. So I'm close. Now I can take my nudge factor, put it back to 0.001. Now grab my line again and just cursor up. So now I've got two equal lines on the edge of the item. Now what you're going to do, you're going to take this line, hold down your shift key, take that line. Now this computer I'm working on isn't hooked up to a laser, so I can't really show you this, but you've got those two items selected. Then when you go to print, take off the autofocus because you've already focused, and just hit selected. And then you'll just select these two lines to print. Put your red dot pointer in the center and print the item, and be ready with a pencil. And on wood you would use pencil, and leave your lid open and start your laser, and it's going to engrave this line real quick. Well, then you're going to hit stop, and wherever that red dot is, you're going to take a pencil and you're going to mark a line where it's engraving. Then you're going to hit go, and it's going to turn all the way around 360 degrees, and it's going to engrave this line. And if it's on your pencil line, you know that it went all the way around, your measurements are right, and these two logos will be in opposite sides of each other perfectly. Now, a lot of people are going to go, well, your logo is backwards because your laser head is working from this way. Well, these are bottle stoppers, and I've got a jig, and they're actually sticking off the other end. But on a wine glass, you would want these logos around facing the top of the glass. Now, what I would do on a wine glass is take masking tape, just 1 or 2 inches, lay it down there, start your laser, let it run, stop it, mark a pencil with a pencil or a magic marker, let it go again, it's going to rotate. And then if it's off minutely, if it's short or it's a little long, you can adjust these boxes and these figures. I hope that helped, and thank you for watching.